Hi, it's Hazel. Welcome to my channel, Hazel and Aka Design. I'm so glad you could be here today. This is a thrift haul video, and it is an open collaboration, and I use 3 different hashtags. Dale from a Not So Shabby Chic, which is hashtag thrifty. Check the the thing in the description. Treasures. Sheree, Turquoise Dreaming, for hashtag Thrifty Thursday. And then our Canadian version with the host Kim Newberg at hashtag Thrifty Canucks. So I've got a few things to show you. And, well, I'll just begin with this. This wasn't even a purchase. This is what the gal put my purchases in. So it's a very sturdy bag. It appears clean, good, handles that aren't about to rip out under a big load. Anyway, so I thought that was kind of cool. Okay, so in this particular, I'll try to keep straight what came from where. In this particular place, they have a teeny tiny, what they call the book room, but it's really more like a broom closet. Very tiny, but anyway, as I walked in, they said, oh, everything is 50% off in the book room. And the other thing about this place is that if you buy something, you can help yourself to some free items on your way out. So I'll start with that. This is that grippy kind of stuff, except this is patterned. And this was in the free box, so I grabbed these 2, thinking that, if these colors don't work, a person could certainly use the white side. So essentially shelf liner type stuff. But if I am putting something on a good piece of furniture, like my Fiskars, sort of that, that big cutter, what else? If I want to protect a surface from, equipment, then I put this kind of stuff on the furniture. Okay, so I'm not going to keep spelling out what was half price, but you can do the math. So I keep coming across packages of photo paper. Most of the time they're glossy. I'll show you from another source that I got some matte paper as well. So I think that I really need to do myself a favor and try printing some digitals on the matte paper. I'm sure it's going to work fine. And use my acrylic inks on the glossy paper. I don't know how well that will work, but given that I've never used alcohol inks in my life, I may not know the difference. I ended up with probably 30 or 40 different bottles of alcohol ink, Adirondack alcohol ink, that I got as through an auction, an online auction. So I'm adding that to my to-do list yet again. So I'll just put that aside. This is a cute little box with these note cards in it. So it says 12 blank cards, 12 envelopes, and the 3 different designs. I don't know how many there are here. Not 12, I don't think, but 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Well, almost a full box. And these envelopes are smaller than the other square ones I have. They are, they're still 5 inches, so maybe a little easier to work with than some of the ones that I have, that I bought a box full once at Restore, Habitat for Humanity. So really cool pictures. Thanksgiving type napkins, a 16-pack for $1. And then this box, you kind of get high hopes when you see an old box like this. I don't know if there's probably no date on it. Anyway, I didn't even look through this. I think they're probably more envelopes than, oh, is that a, it looks like part of a pine cone. Person would surely hate to find a dead body in there. Okay, let's see what we have. Oh, that, some color has run on that. These are those foot and mouth artists, so we'll look through those. I guess that's mostly what this is. Oh, great, that's stuck on. So did this one. I should have looked a little more careful. Or maybe someone did advanced steps on doing a flip. Okay, let's see what else we have. So that's what that print looks like. Oh, it's just a single card. I mean, it's, well, I don't know what's going on. And this is stuck on. Oh, brother. This couldn't have... I should separate these. These guys will need some work. So, a bunch of envelopes. These are kind of... Oh, brother. Okay, these things are kind of cute because they're, of course, all writing space. So there are a few of those. You know, this is how I used to store my cards. Clearly, this maybe is not the best idea, especially if humidity may be an issue. Oh, there's some Christmas, so let's put those aside. Sorry, I shouldn't be doing this with keeping you guys waiting. These are nice. These would be good in the tree journal. I'll put those aside as well. Okay, so that was probably a bust. This is, okay, it says Precious Paisley, My Stickies assortment, 4 6x12 sheets. My reflections close to my heart. So I didn't look. Okay, and this would have been, this might not have been half price. This might have been, I might have sprung $1 on this one. Some border type things. Oh, great. Froggy Kiss. Princess Diva. Of course, they always put the nicest one on the front, eh? This, I'm not sure what this thing is for. What does it say on there? Caroline's Crafts. I was using something similar to this. This was what I was using when I was sewing fabric clusters the other day. I was using it to sort of push the fabric under the presser foot. Anyway, so I don't know what this is. Oh, look, I have two now. 2 mystery objects. This is a stippling brush, so this would be good if a person wants to pounce some color through a stencil. Anyway, I don't know about this other thing. If you know, you can set me straight. Okay, so then this, again, hot off the press. This is a 12 by 12 book because this was sort of the precursor of, I guess, paper pads. Sometimes the paper is really sort of, the patterns are kind of old-fashioned looking. But hey, paper is paper, and we will be able to use it in one form or another. And a vintage is what turns our crank, then this will be just the right thing. So these are fairly nice patterns. I did flip through it. I doubt that I saw them all, but I mean, these are colors that I like, and it's got these lacy things on here. Can't go wrong with a Swiss dot. That's different. Oh, look, some snowflakes. I'll have to pull that sheet out of there. Yeah, so several colors. Okay, so that's pretty good. Because that would have cost, I think I paid it all. I grabbed this as a free item. Don't even know what it is, but it looked like, what do you call those things? Flashcards? Not, yeah, maybe flashcards. So these, okay, they're printed on one side. They have pretty visible perforations, but again, that's probably a-okay. So the booklet said, whoops. I lost one. Okay, this says phonograms, directions, listen and learn with phonics. So there, I mean, there's a good handful there. Phonogram dictionary. So obviously, this was a good deal. I think I have a Y on the floor. Why, oh, why did she buy it? Oh, yesterday, now of course I don't, sorry, I'm just trying to get this off the floor while I remember it's there. Why? I don't know what order you'll be seeing these videos. As you know, I always tape ahead. Anyway, in yesterday's video, whenever you'll see that, I alluded to the fact that I had a story to tell. So I'll just insert it here. Or maybe I should find something lovely in this book to show you first. I thought this ruler was cool. It's sort of a heavy plastic Westcott, so you know they make a lot of the steel rulers that we use. I kind of liked that it was large print, and I liked the colors. So there. And I do have a ruler collection. Okay, this book was $1. This came from a different store. I picked it up today because I had a physio appointment, so, you know, you can't go to another town without checking out the thrift store. I thought this was going to be really nice because some of the images in here. Let me just find something beautiful to look at. Oh, sewn-in signatures. That's a bonus. Maybe I'll just slowly flip, you know, turn these pages as I'm telling my story. Okay, back up. For those of you who may have stumbled onto this video without knowing who I am or anything about me, we're farmers in Alberta. I drive a combine during harvest, and so that becomes the focus during, you know, those weeks. So a lot of the health and maintenance of this body type appointments got put on hold. So since then, I've been playing catch up, you know, physio, eye exam, buying new glasses, getting fitted for orthotics. I thought there was something. Well, and the other thing I had to do, I noticed that my passport is going to expire in March, which is my birth month of 2024. Now, in Canada, it's like those federal people did not know that there was a pandemic and that there would be this pent-up demand for travel documents after things kind of went back to normal. So there was an absolute boondoggle of long waits, intense lineups, unreasonable waits, and so on. So I was a little bit afraid. So I thought I better get the process started. So I print my online passport renewal document, fill it out, check with my 2 personal references. Yes, I can use their names. The only thing I still had to do was get new passport photos. So because we've been members of AMA, so I guess that's the Alberta Motor Association, for years and years and years, I thought I'll go there. And to my delight, they said, oh, passport photos are free. You're entitled to one set of photos a year, like whatever. And I thought, oh, free, that's my favorite price. And so, she takes my photo, away I go, I'm happy. I say, we might want to travel, blah, blah, blah. Oh, how's it looking? Oh, airports are really busy. I said, are there any deals to be gotten? She said, no. Everybody wants to travel, so they're not having to sell off, seats or spots at resorts or whatever. No deals. So I left a little dejected, but anyway, I had my little trusty passport photos. So I had been told by someone that a Service Canada office, which is like an hour away from me in the opposite direction of Edmonton, that it was really fast there. So I figured this farm kid doesn't like to look for parking or pay for parking, downtown Edmonton, so I'll go in the other direction. The lady there at the reception is so nice. She looks over my application. She sees that I've missed a couple postal codes. I put those in. But she begins hesitating when she looks at my passport photos. And I'm thinking, okay, I'm not wearing glasses. I'm not smiling. What could possibly be, my ears are showing, like what could possibly be wrong here? And she said, boy, I don't know, there's a possibility this could be rejected. She takes it to, I guess, one of the, the agents, and that woman basically expressed the same doubt. She says, I know you don't really have travel plans yet, but if this goes all the way to wherever it goes and they reject it and then they notify you and you have to start all over again with new photos and, come again to an office like this, it's not going to be fun. She says there's a photo studio just a few doors down. You can go over there. Their photos are almost never rejected. It's going to cost you $25. And I'm thinking, I had a little, a little thing in my throat at that point. I figured, mine is a 10-year passport. And I'm thinking the last time I had photos taken was probably at a Costco photo lab, probably paid $8 for them. And so that seemed kind of outrageous. Anyway, so I'm a little choked, but I go there, I get my photos taken. And what these people at Service Canada objected to was that my skin had a kind of an orangey cast to it. Sort of like a do-it-yourself spray tan that maybe had gone wrong. I'm exaggerating. I didn't think it was that bad. And, they said, depending on whoever makes the final decision, maybe they'd okay it. Anyway, so I get my photos taken again at this photographer. And she shows them to me. And well, I'm telling you, I looked like a cadaver in those. So I went from orange to looking like maybe next stop is picking out the casket. And I'm thinking, oh my God. But anyway, that's the ones we ended up sending away. So hopefully that'll work. I just thought that was kind of instructive. So I said to her, I says, $25 seems like quite a bit of money. And she said, well, I've been told that by others that people have gotten passport photos done in Edmonton, including the little retail place in Canada Place, and they have paid as much as $85 for photos. So now I'm thinking, well, okay, 25 isn't so bad. Anyway, they do. She said one of them suggested that I take a photo of both of these pictures in case I want to take this up with AMA. Not that I highly doubt they would ever reimburse me for the second set of photos, but it just kind of irked me because that's another example of lousy customer service. Like, you would think that a place like that is busy enough that they should be proficient. They should know what gets approved and what doesn't. If their camera needs color correction or some kind of calibration, well, do it, damn it. Like, anyway, so hope you enjoyed the book as I did my little mini rant there. Anyway, so that's kind of how that was left. So presumably by early November, I should have it. Okay. Now this bag cost $3, and I hope there's something good in here. I did try to peek in there. So, as you probably know, it's not uncommon to find these sorts of grab bags. Oh, that's cute. In thrift stores where somebody has had a bunch of materials. They've started something and either, got sick or got sick and tired or whatever, and end up donating. Is this a pocket? No. End up donating a bunch of stuff. And, quite often they are, just need a few extra steps to finish them off. And sometimes like this, it's, raw material and odds and ends. So there are a few cute things in here. I guess that was somebody playing around with a stamp. Christmas cards and tests. So this is a creative memories thing. Oh, I guess like little instructions. I wonder if there's a date on this. They look a bit, can I say simplistic? So I don't know if 0808 means August 2008, but whatever. Okay, more of this kind of odds and ends. Aw, have a cuppa. Okay, peel and stick gift tags. Oh, well, that's good timing for a Christmas journal. So these are kind of slick stickers. Different styles, obviously. Some are more cutesy than others. Yeah, cool. Okay, Home Sense. Oh, Martha Stewart gift tag set. So the little red truck. Okay, so it says 20 tags. Don't know, they're probably not all in there, but those are cute. Cool. And then some snowflakes, and what is this? Descriptives. These are kind of classy colors, I'd say. Chatterbox looks like is the brand name. I would say that was a pretty fair price for that. I also, I wasn't planning to show this, but I will. Carol, do I have your attention? Look at this. I don't intend to cross-stitch any chickens, any poultry, but I thought that I would I know this is copyright infringement, but I was just going to scan these. No, forget that. Even if I give it to her, it's still copyright infringement. Forget it. I'm not doing it. I was going to email you a scan of that. I'm not going to the crafting slammer because of some photocopies. Okay, this is 24-pound recycled paper. Not that much left in here. 8.5 by 11. It's called, the color I guess is birch. So obviously 24-pound is slightly heavier than regular copy paper, which is 20 pounds. Stickers, kind of sweet little things with eucalyptus leaves on there. I sprung 25 cents for that. Now this is a pad, well, partial pad of tracing paper. This is, 9 by 12. So I'm going to have to do something with tracing paper just to say I did. If you watched my 100-day, and it might have been, you know what? It might have been day 100. I had a bunch of these types of coasters, not the winter ones, but the ones with those beautiful little birds. You know, I think there are 4 different patterns, a hummingbird and blah, blah, blah. Anyway, I made journal toppers with them that are, if I do say so myself, very beautiful. Got a lot of nice feedback about them. So I thought, well, okay, I'm working on Christmas journals now. This was $1 for these, so I picked them up. Now, these must be kind of a thank you. Like if you donated to the Red Cross, they'd probably send you this as a thank you or in hopes of soliciting more donations. The bird ones are printed on both sides. So again, it's a coaster, it's chipboard. So I would probably, split the difference here and make it thinner. And clearly the back has to be covered anyway, unless I'm gluing it down. So you can see it's maybe that's a bit too thin. No problem to do that. And again, because it was affordable, I might have to leave this layer on. Because it was affordable, I took a chance. Now, I may have some of these Christmas ones and just have forgotten about them. Or maybe I used them by covering them up. I don't know. Anyway, this I thought was interesting. This is plastic. Oh, yeah, it does have a peel-off thing. So the lady says, I wonder what this is for. I says, well, I don't know for sure, but I'm thinking it is like a edging that you put on the front face of a shelf, like in a cupboard or whatever, to make it look all countrified. So I thought this might be cool for when a person's dyeing papers. Like I have quite a few plastic tablecloths, but a person could just do this as a border or use it as a stencil, cut say an 11-inch piece, use it as a stencil and spray through it, just almost on a one-of basis. I picked, now this is obviously a scrap of some sort, but I like the color because, of course, there is a copper journal coming in my future, since that's my favorite metallic color. And then, again, teeny tiny pieces, well, this one especially, of Christmas fabric. Because, now that I'm doing Christmas, it's like I have more than enough to use with what I already have, but was I going to leave this behind? And clearly not. This was 25 cents. Okay, it says frames, shades of sorbet, distributed by, so I don't know where this would have been sold. I don't know. It doesn't say Michael's on there, but anyway, I guess it originally cost $1.50. So these are like cute little frames. I wonder what they're made of. Something like that might just be the ticket on. So what is that? Sort of like resiny stuff. These would be easy to paint if they were the wrong color or to age. But I just thought those were so cute, and they could be added to a cover without adding too much dimension. Okay, there were some of these Stampin' Up. Is this? Yeah, they're both Stampin' Up. What do you call them? Stamps. This one is kind of woodsy. Oh, it does say Christmas there. there are two things missing. The deer and the bear and the cabin and the tree line are still there. So what is missing? Oh, sending warm Christmas wishes is missing. And you'll all, oh no, that one's there. This one, the A.A. Milne quote. But for $2, I thought that was fine. I'm not sure if I have this. I may have. It's called Nature Walk, and of course got the speckled eggs. You know, this is kind of, this would be a good basic thing. It obviously, Colleen didn't need it anymore. If it turns out, these guys, have they ever been used? Oh yeah, I guess some of them have been used. You know, something like this might even make its way into my subscriber giveaway draw. Okay, this is HP paper and it's matte, and there is a lot more in here than that other package. So I will, again, this stuff is starting to pile up, so I do have to start using it. Again, I don't know why I'm saving it. I'm trying to break that habit, hence the hashtag use it, don't store it. Now, because I am still, this is Wednesday as I am taping this, and I'm leaving crack of dawn Friday morning for my retreat. And by the way, for those of you who are wondering, it's a self-guided thing. We have a timeshare. It's in a mountain town. It's got a little kitchenette, a fireplace, a balcony, and it is, I think I figured out once, you know, when there was all that focus on you know, small spaces, those tiny, what are those little tiny houses called? And they tell you, oh, so-and-so, there's family of 4 is living in 160 square feet. Anyway, just for comparison, I wanted to know how small or big that room was. So I think it's about 330 square feet. So not bad for one person for 1 week. My craft supplies take over the whole space. I fill the dresser drawers, 2 or 3 drawers full of crafting supply. I like it. Anyway, I'll probably take pictures. Anyway, I have never been so slow in packing. So if I don't forget something major, it'll be a bloody miracle. Anyway, I thought these were kind of cool because, they obviously, they seal well, but they're different size little pouches that are see-through. They have a little gusset at the bottom, so, you know, you can bulk it up a bit. I don't know if they're food grade, probably not. But I thought, you know, if a person wants to take a few buttons, if a person wants to take, you know, paper clips or bulb pins or whatever, I've got a number of sizes. If I do some fussy cutting or if I have some finished pieces, I can put them in here and they will be protected. So I don't know what they would have cost originally. I paid $2 and I got 3 packages. So that may have been going a little overboard. But hey, let me tell you, I don't have any other vices. Did I mention I'm the queen of rationalization? I also went to Dollar Tree today while I was at physio, and I thought this was a cute little book. It's only, okay, where's my ruler here? Oh, 5 inches by 6. But the okay, it's Mother Goose. Cute, cute, cute. Like, sort of, that's my style of illustration. Oh. Cover your eyes, Carol. Cover your eyes, Sandy. Oh, I should tell you. Okay, I'm going to be gone for a week. And because I got so many things kind of happening all at once, got a call today that my orthotics are ready, but of course I need to be fitted, so that has to wait till I get back. I expect my glasses to be done, so when I get back. I also ordered 2 journals, one from Sandy, aka Wilhelmina, and one from Claire, the Purple Poppy. So it's going, when I get back, it's going to be like Christmas. Like Christmas. And I do intend, with permission, I do intend to do flip-throughs of those 2 journals. So be sure to stay tuned for that. I just thought this was really a cute little book. I'm starting to be, oh, another thing. Yesterday in the comments, I don't know which video it was on, Teresa has now started listing some Hazel-isms. Apparently, I have taken to saying monkey see, monkey do lately. That's probably in reference to Carrie, the paper monkey. Anyway, because I'm seeing so many of some of these people that I've now following avidly are doing, whimsical, kid-like journals. And I'm thinking, well, I love that too. Can't I do that too? Like, what's wrong? I can do that too. So kind of a renewed interest. Hey, where is that, by the way? Oh, I'm going to have to stand up in a minute. I didn't bring the second pile of books close enough. How long have I been at this? Maybe I should save the rest for a book video. I'll just keep going. I didn't drink the Little Golden Book Kool-Aid. However, I saw this. It was $1. It's almost, I don't know, has it been cracked open ever? Maybe not. Roman numerals. 10. So is that's indecipherable. So I think I might have 1 or 2 prior to this, but I'm not going to go overboard on that. She said, hopefully. Okay. I don't remember where I got these books. I don't remember what I paid for them either. I don't think it was that. Anyway, Backyard Medicine. So these have these full-page color illustrations, some description. I thought there were some line drawings as well. So some really vintage looking botanical illustrations. And we all know what to do with these kinds of things, so I'm not going to get into that. Okay, that one was done in 1717. Can you imagine? Backyard Medicine. The language of syllables, or symbols. Syllables. Oh, let's measure everything with the new ruler. 9 inches by 8 3/8. A visual key to symbols and their meanings. I wonder if I even have this, but to me it seems that I must have been absent the day that some of this stuff was being, or who knows if it was even being taught, but it just seems that I don't know very much about symbolism. So I thought, well, a book like this, if nothing else, maybe some of these little weird and wonderful things end up in an art journal. So it looks like, pick whatever it is. So in this case, it's jewels and precious metals. So that, in Sanskrit, somebody had written there. you know, there's a meaning. Okay, fire means something else. There's the phoenix. So it's probably different cultures as well. So I think there is some interesting stuff in here. I don't know if I'll ever read it, but it'll just be a case of, okay, violet. Okay, so the meaning of colors. Violet, combining the power and authority of red with the sanctity and wisdom of blue, violet is the most mystical of colors. As a focus for meditation, it can raise consciousness to higher levels. Violet also denotes sorrow and mourning. It is worn here by the nymph Echo, who pined for the love of Narcissus. So, like purple is, I've always thought of purple as royalty and spirituality, but they're calling that, I don't know, violet. Probably more than one take on that. So that was that one. This one, Wild Digest Books, Wild Life Illustrated. I may have this one, 11 by 8.5. You can just tell it looks old. Oh, I forgot to tell you the date of the, oh great, Roman numerals again. Okay, that's 50, 60, 74. That was an easy one to figure out, but you can see the, you can really see the aging around the edges of these pages. So it is black and white illustrations, fish, lots of fish, badgers and lynx and owls. So these, you know, with stuff like this, it's the best use probably, or what I would probably use it for, is just to pull them out. It's just glued in. Pull them out, fold them up, include them in a pocket, because I don't think I would want to fussy cut. I've got better ones than that. Okay, the Ultimate Gardening Book. 11 1/4 by, oh, you know what? All of these, okay, now I remember. It was only yesterday. All of these books came out of that little broom closet-sized book room, and everything in there was half price. So 50 cents for this, 50 cents for this, and so on. That's the story. Oh, that was not my joints crackling. That was the book thing. But, you know, again, even though I've got, you know, dozens of books like this, look at those lupins, 50 cents. Some of these could easily be fussy cut. Some could be journaling cards just by cutting around them. And some are likely to end up as bigger envelopes. This, my dears, is what 50 cents can look like. Bracelets, buttons, and brooches. Really didn't get a good look at this one in the store. 11 by 8.5. I do have a bunch of jewelry making books because I really thought I was going to be doing that at one point. Little, probably wishful thinking, considering I'm allergic to costume jewelry. But again, you know, I can see that ending up in an art journal. And it was 50 cents. You know, am I ever going to make anything like it? No. Look at that. Some of these would be nice fussy cut for a boho journal too. an arm's reach away from where I'm sitting is still a 4-foot by 2-foot area of boho stuff, because something happened. What was it? Was it the 100-day project? Or anyway, something distracted me from finishing those things. So there, I figured, don't put it away, because then it'll be a lost cause. 11 by 8.5. This is an old atlas. That's really nice. I think, is this the kind I had in school? Certainly looks familiar. So these, first published 1936. No, I'm not that old. But look at all these index pages. I especially like to put napkins over index pages because it looks really cool. And these, oh, somebody defaced Africa. These, they look old. And I guess really the latest date on there was, what? 1956. So they are old. Those could make cute journaling cards too. North America. Okay, a couple more things here, and then I have to just stand up momentarily and get something from over there. Clay Perry's Fantastic Flowers. Not a great cover. Just over 11 by 9.5. That almost looks, well, I won't say. Again, look at those pansies. Could they be any bigger? Wouldn't that make a gorgeous envelope? What is this? I don't know what this is. I don't even know how to say that. Just the color, the photography is spectacular. Scabiosa. Pincushion plant. Against that black background. Oh. You know how I love a poppy. And there's allium in the background. I planted those. Those are pretty darn nice too. Peonies, love peonies. Orchids. Banana. Wouldn't have guessed that. Lavender. You know, when when something is magnified to that extent, it is. Oh, I love this. And I didn't even, cyclamen, I didn't even really check it out that carefully. My daughter and her man are taking possession of their house later this month. And, you know, of course, they're looking at paint swatches and asking advice and so on. And I said, you know, sometimes the best thing you can do is find a piece of fabric that you love and then just pull a color out of it. But looking at nature too, and I guess, let me just find that page I was. So look at all the colors that are here. I've said it before, I'll say it again. If it works for Mother Nature, you know that you're not going to go wrong if you take a color cue from what you see. Okay, sorry guys, I need to take about 3 or 4 steps that way. In the meantime, look at this. Okay, I'm back. So 50 cents for this. I didn't pull this out to see if this, maybe it doesn't come out. To see if this little pen even works. Doesn't, but it's so cute. This is a little carved book, and look how cute these little grid pages are in here. Oh, see, and they just fit in there. That almost feels like fabric. So of course, you know what? Isn't that a good idea for making a book? We'd first have to learn how to carve some wood, though, but truly, that's kind of interesting. Anyway, I'll put that aside for now. And I have done baby journals in the past, but I just thought that some of these little baby faces were so darn cute. You know, some of the goofball expressions that you see. Oh, I know what I should show you one day. I found a book, and I don't remember where or when, off like say 1950s baby shots. And I think a pediatrician or somebody was maybe, I don't know if he had that in his waiting room or was giving it to parents or whatever, but they are priceless, man. And of course, I'm ordering them, because what else would you do with something that's priceless? So anyway, some really cute ones. Okay. I told you one time that I'm just a few box tops away from getting my medical degree. This has nothing to do with anything other than I don't know if you are sufficiently agile, physically fit, that you can actually use those big 5-inch foam rollers that sometimes have a I don't know if they're part of yoga, but they're sometimes therapeutic, you know, where you'd roll say a sore IT band over the thing. Well, forget that. Anyway, the other day when I was at Dollarama, I saw this. Now, obviously this is just the packaging. This thing is heavy. It's this part is stainless steel. And you can't, well, you can see here that it's got kind of undulations. You can put this in the freezer for, I thought I said 2 hours. And then you could get a cold massage. But it's something that is actually fits in your hand. That it feels like, you know, a glorified rolling pin, except it's got the ridges. A rolling pin, of course, is straight. And like her, you can roll it over sore areas. So the reason I have this with me today is I took it to show it to the physiotherapist. I also thought that at $5 it was a steal of a deal based on, you know, how much fitness or medical stuff costs. She said she had never seen one specifically like that. She has something similar. And yes, it would definitely work. So anyway, if you have some owies that need to be massaged, this thing is about, what did I say, 18 inches or so. Fits in your hand, easy to do. You can get to most body parts with it. Anyway, enough about that. So at the place I went to today after physio, they had a magazine rack, and it said that the magazines in it were free. So I grabbed 3 things. So this is 10 5/8 by 9 5/8. The Complete Home Winemaker and Brewer. And again, I don't intend to make wine. Oh, that looks a little bit like chemistry or something. Ooh, ooh, shudder, shudder. But there are some cool images. So again, it's all about, you know, how can it be translated into a project? These, yeah, these look like recipes. And again, look, they're cool. Different colored paper. Oh, it looks like month by month they have different fruits and whatever, vegetables that could work their way into like used in the right hands, could turn into alcohol. I have about 1 drink a year, so I won't be building my own. I like that. Okay, then this one, I don't know if this is probably just a catalog. Frontier Western Shop. Roughly 8.5 by 11. So I don't know if I'll ever do like a horse. I do have some horse stuff, but I don't know. Like bits and stirrups and I don't know. It's quite foreign to me, so that's probably not that likely to happen. I took this one from the Food Network because of obviously the Christmas theme. To be honest, I never even flipped through it, but oh, maybe a person has to fussy cut some of these things. Cookie countdown. Oh, that's kind of cool. It looks handwritten. Yeah, it's perforated. Nana's orange cranberry cake. Yeah. Anyway, and this is what made me remember that I have these. I got these 2 books. Monkey see, monkey do. I guess it doesn't matter which one I show you first. This is kind of beat up. I paid 50 cents for the 2 of them. And the book is big, and you know, it's got quite a decent sized spine. Let's start at the back. So, you know, what I would consider pleasing illustrations. You know, again, some of them are kind of oversized, so maybe they end up in an art journal, or maybe they just end up turning into an envelope, or parts of them being fussy cut. But just, I mean, you can't, there's barely a page without an illustration on it, or multiple illustrations. Boy, those birds are kind of strange looking. Oh, I could use that in my, although I'm not short of material. Hey, what is this story called? These guys look, you know, sort of the Dickensian time frame. I wonder if there are different illustrators, because sometimes there seems to be a bit of a difference from one story to another. Okay, so they're about 3, 6, 7, 8. They'll look like Italian names. Yeah, you can tell there's slight variations in the illustration. But this, is this not a gorgeous cover? And then this is the final book. I didn't even realize the cover was taking a beating, but it doesn't matter. Okay, illustrated by Allison Martin Provenson. I don't know. Look at this. That could have been wallpaper back in the day. So, you know, kind of a different style of illustration. Perhaps not quite the same favorite as what I've shown you before, but I just thought it was different in that there were, well, you'll see what I mean. Okay, so something like this, you know, cut this out and you have enough probably to put them on 2 pockets. These, they could practically be journaling cards all on their own. Those could be journaling cards. And I really like this too. I did this sort of thing once when I was doing a poster or a newsletter or something for our business. And it had to do with the kids' craft classes. So I did it like this. I don't know how you explain that, but you know, where you use an image instead of a word. But look, you know, how some of these things just lend themselves to fussy cutting. Again, wouldn't those be cute? So a different style. Same thing here. Either one of my circle punches or my square punch might work on those. Again, more. Of course, somebody had to deface her little butt there. Seems to be a fair bit of corporal punishment in this book. Look at those sheep, Sandy. Alphabet, numbers. Yeah, I just thought it was different. Cool. So 1976. What was the year on this one? 76. Printed in Czechoslovakia. Anyway, guys, I am going to stop there. If I do some thrifting along the way or in Canmore, I will probably do. No, I won't do it from there because I'm taping ahead. Anyway, thanks very much for joining me, and happy hunting if you are on the search for some thrifted items. You know what is almost harder than finding these things, buying these things, is the putting away and finding the space for these things. Anyway, I'm going to need these right away. So thanks so much. If you haven't already done so, I would ask that you please consider subscribing. The content is perhaps different than you find elsewhere. I very much appreciate the interaction that is possible through your comments, and I very much acknowledge and appreciate when you use some of your precious time to watch my videos, to like, to comment, and that's why I always try to do a thoughtful response because I owe you that much. Anyway, thanks guys. Have a wonderful crafty day. Bye.